Hey everybody, how you doing here on the Decomposer Lounge? Key of Jeeves, still here, 5 years later, still having a blast listening to music. And speaking of sticking around a long time, of course, I can't put myself in the same category as serving up the quality as much as the band Lamb of God has been around for quite a while. Still, to me, it's a new journey. I've only been doing this for about 5 years now, but I've heard enough of Lamb of God to actually be able to really sit here with respect as being like an older composer, an older musician, and just go, God, these guys just keep coming up and refreshing their vibes and stuff. So today, I think recently this just released Lamb of God, St. Cathedral's Wheel. We're going to check this out right now. So let's do this. St. Cathedral's Wheel by Lamb of God. All right. Already starting with some engineering trickery. Telltale sign of our times. God, the guitar tone in this. Little ear candy, bringing it down and tight. Now they're going to explode probably. Here we go. Wow, this is that drum work. Cut time to full time. I love the energy pump. Back to the cut time. I love where the vocal's sitting in the pocket, man. Great engineering here. Production's insane. Not only a badass bass tone there, but that drum work. Oh my God, the hi-hat cymbal work there. I love that negative space we just heard. God, what cut time does to tracks like this does do. God, those guitar tones, jeez. How they can be so ballsy and heavy but not be oversaturated. Oh, the drummer. Little major Phrygian run there, a little modal. Oh, that's cool. Damn. How many things can I hit right here in the next minute on the way out of this? Let's just start with, I love what's happening in the industry right now, the focus on production. Sometimes it could be a bit much with, squishing things, compressing them, canning them, amps, going a little bit of getting kind of nutso in the stereo imaging magic, if you would, that engineers put in. But this one was done so tasteful, especially opening up the way they did. It wasn't like a contemporary over-the-top vibe of trying to lo-fi the sound. Something very unique, but brought us into the big punch. At first, I think it was 2 bars, maybe 4 bars of letting that that guitar riff kind of grow and then exploding in our heads. Talking about exploding in our heads, the drums. How badass was that? Not only the engineering now I'm going into the musicianship and performance. I am phonetically a drummer inside and always will be. And I know what it takes to play like that, though I can't. I can only imagine. This drummer, especially with the hi-hat cymbal work, crossing up and everything, was just mind-numbing. The tones of the guitars nowadays, it's so unique to be on this learning curve for myself and listening, with new ears on how the growth and the power of the tones is exceedingly getting more gnarlier without getting more heavier and saturated sounding. I don't know if that makes sense, but maybe if you're a guitar player or something, you understand what I'm saying. It's not so fat, dark, and ugly. It's got this really unique tone to it where it's not overdriven, oversaturated, but yet it can be so damn powerful. That little breakdown with the bass, how sick were the tones in that? Just mind-numbing. And then the last thing a couple things, 2 more things I want to say. Loved where the vocals sat in the mix. Obviously, the singer there just nailed it. It's nothing much I could say about the level of musicianship. I think that's just out of the park. We already know that. So I kind of dive into the nuances of the production and everything. I love the turnarounds that they threw in, the da-da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. For me, that was the kind of the zip line. I think that was maybe 4 bars each time they threw it in there, but that's when the drummer was able to just crush with some of the most unique fills I've heard in a long time. And then finally, I love the fact that the solo wasn't over the top. Yeah, within the skill set, obviously the solo could have been, a crushing, hornet's nest of speed and everything. But there was enough power in the riff and enough intervals, in the riff, I'm sure that looked very medicated. The way I just did that. But I loved when the solo section came in, that riff energy was really in there. So the soloist didn't have to match and be hotter than that. I think maybe for the first measure, he actually did a melody or a harmony to the riff, and then he bled it out. Anyhow, Lambs of God, knocking it out of the park. I had a great time listening to it. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm just having some fun today. Still raining here in Hawaii. We got hammered. Fortunately, very lucky where I lived, but literally within 2 miles of either side. Pretty gnarly. We got some more rain coming in, but it's all good. I don't know why I just gave you a weather report. That was my heavy weather metal report. Remember, count the wins. I'm out of here. Have a great day. See ya.